Good evening, or whatever time of the day it is, mahali uko. Leo, I want to show you what exactly I mean when I say that Shera Seven coined the term Pickmeisha after herself. I made a video yesterday, and you all told me, no, you should let us get spoiled by this man. We want to be spoiled by this man, as if you haven't seen the Epstein list. You know, it's crazy that you all act blind to the tendencies of rich men. And all these things that this woman is telling you to do, get hobbies, look good, make your hair, it is not with the goal of bettering yourself. It is bettering yourself with the goal of being seen by a man. So at the end of the day, who are you centering? The man. And people say it is because we want to get the bag. It is easier to get the bag in so many ways. Kuliko always your hand is out. Give me, pay for me, please. Huh? And making yourself in such a way that he will offer you something, his breadcrumbs, so he can get something in return. Do you think he's gotten all that money because he's stupid? This woman is setting you up for the biggest disappointment in life. But hey, it is so much easier for you to clock into your job because guess what? Even if you do decide to get married and have children, as long as you keep your job and you keep developing your skills, even if that man decides to leave you at any time, you will still have something to go back to. You will still have something to fall back on. Not this propaganda you're being sold out here, that you're too pretty to work. Anyway, today I want to read from the Sprinkle book, chapter 27, verse 6. And it says, Shera Seven, aka Letitia Padua Scott, has been working at a leasing office. She works a job, and her husband James has been unemployed since the pandemic. He's pretty friendly and talkative on LinkedIn, if you can find him. He said he is waiting to leave her when their youngest daughter turns 18. Years ago, Letitia, read Shira, had James arrested because she claimed he beat her and choked her out. And that was before she married him. So, she married her abuser. This is why this woman tells you that as long as you're getting money, don't nag, don't ask a man, men's nature. Kungotwa, boro upatiwe hela. Let me continue. She also waited 7 long years for him to divorce his wife, and she said on camera that he also had another side chick at the time. Is that why she calls herself Shera Seven? Was she number 7? James was married twice before Shira. Shira tried divorcing James in 2012 and asked for child support. Public records show that she worked at a gym cafeteria called My Fit Foods and had to put her kids in daycare. James was only ordered to pay $600 in child support and made barely 70,000 USD in a year. If you know the sources of income in USD and salary ranges, you understand. That's not a bag. So Letitia stayed with him because she didn't want to have the label of being a divorced single mother. I don't know why y'all don't see that her house changed. Her aesthetic changed after y'all made her famous. Meaning what? This woman sat and decided that, you know what? The best way to get money from women is to sell them the dream that they're going to land a rich man who's going to save them and spoil them for the rest of their lives. Mjinga ni nani? Ironically, she always had to work with James, and YouTube and her online hustles are her other job. Other than the 9-to-5 leasing job she has now, there is proof that she clocks in every single day to this date. Her older brother, Letitia, aka Shera Seven, also has an arrest record. She was arrested for being drunk and disorderly at a Houston hotel and resisted arrest. What was she doing there when married? Public records show she couldn't afford an attorney. She also has 2 DUIs. You know what that is? Drinking under the influence. What do I that? And she was also sued by JCPenney for failing to pay her credit card debt. Her old Facebook posts are still public. This I actually looked up. And they show her constantly trying to hustle, asking for money, gifts, a refurbished laptop from men while she was still married. She even tried to sell her dirty socks. You know what that means, yeah? Manyonyo. Uyo ndo your kept wife. She lacked out on the YouTube algorithm, especially when she couldn't drive and had to stay home due to her DUI. Now this is where it gets crazy. In 2018, Shera Seven and her brother opened a Facebook group known as Level Up, and it was run by her brother Mama D. You know Mama D? which was really for showcasing escorts online. And in the summer of 2018, a girl was kidnapped by her John for several days. That's when Shira started to distance herself from the group. Allegedly, a woman was also killed by her husband for practicing Shira's insane advice. Now, if you're on TikTok, you already know this. It is so crazy that y'all don't realize that you are the real Pickmeishas, that this woman is the real Pickmeisha. Because all these things these people are telling you out here, you're doing them so you can attract men. Even going to the point of doing voodoo so you can attract men. And some of the practices you're doing are actually bringing problems into your lives. You're wondering why your kids are the way that they are, why your job is the way that it is, why your life is so miserable. It is because of the crazy things you're doing out here pining after men. This is what women used to be taught back in the day. Be quiet, look stupid, make yourself pretty so a man can see you. Sleep in your makeup, or if you don't sleep in your makeup, wake up very early in the morning before your man wakes up, put makeup on and get back in bed. All these things are accommodations for the men. For the men. Hamna tofauti yake na bin safari. Hamna tofauti yake na yule mwanamke wa kuuza shabu na kuuza misketi kama product ya kuweka kwenye kinembe eti ili ukaitaita wanaume. So please, let me be the one to burst your bubble today. No rich man is coming to save you. And guess what? Do you know what rich men do with poor girls? They use them. Rich men marry rich women. Yes. All the people that I know that have rich men, they were not poor. They were not poor girls. And these rich men are not stupid. That is what you should take away from this video if there's nothing else to take away from it. The person selling you this dream is someone who sat, tried to make a living, was unable to make a living, and decided, you know what? Women like this. Hata mimi sasa hivi, if I wanted to make a living really from you people, what do? The same nature of men that I teach you here, there are advantages to the nature of men. I would come and teach you that and charge you and tell you, you know what, this is how you're going to catch these men. Tomorrow I'd be out of this house. I'd probably be teaching my lessons from a high-rise apartment in England. You know? But not even the problem. But the good thing is, I'm not into that. I'm not about centering men, even for show. You will do good to know who you're getting your advice from.